Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Math 1105 Test 1 exam review key done on YouTube video for you. You should already have a copy of the Test 1 review in front of you, and what I'm doing is talking you through the answer key. So come with me to the piece of paper and we'll work through problem number 1. Alright? So come on down with me. Here is the piece of paper that we're going to work the problem on. Okay, we have the function g of x equals 3x squared minus 5x plus 2. Part A wants us to find g of m. Remember, m is input into this function, so every place we see an x, we're going to plug in the letter m. So, very easy. 3m squared minus 5m plus 2, and that will be our answer to the question g of m. If I want to find g of the opposite of x, I go to the original function, and every place I see x, I put in the opposite of x. Let's put it in little safety nets. We have 3 times the opposite of x squared minus 5 times the opposite of x plus 2. This becomes, opposite of x squared is of course x squared. This becomes 3x squared. Negative 5 times the opposite of x is a positive 5x. And we have a plus 2. So that would be our final answer for part B. Part C is a little more work because we're plugging a binomial into the function, but it's really the same idea, alright? You go to the original function, which is 3 times the input squared minus 5 times the input plus 2. And in this case, the input happens to be x plus h. Now, to work this problem out, what I'm going to need to do first is to FOIL the x plus h. I leave the 3 alone. X plus h squared, x plus h times x plus h. Let's work on this part. 3 is still the same. When I work on this foiling, x times x is x squared plus xh plus xh plus h squared. That all gets multiplied by 3, or we could actually combine like terms in here first. We have 3 times x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. That's all multiplied by 3. 3x squared plus 6xh plus 3h squared. And now we bring down the rest of the problem. We distribute the negative 5, which gives me negative 5x minus 5h, and we pick up a plus 2. And we look at that mess, and in this mess, there are no like terms, so that's your final answer. And the last question, we're asked to find g of 1 minus t. Well, remember the original function is 3 times the input squared minus 5 times the input, I need to look back at the original rule, and then plus 2. Well, this time the input is 1 minus t. Again, I ignore the 3 temporarily, and I FOIL out the 1 minus t. Be very careful in showing all the steps. 1 times 1 is 1, then we pick up a minus t, and a plus t squared. When I collect like terms inside there and put it in the correct order, we have t squared minus 2t plus 1. When I distribute the 3, I have 3t squared minus 6t plus 3. Then I pick up the rest of the problem. I get a negative 5 and a plus 5t and then a plus 2. And now when I finish and I collect like terms, I end up getting what? We have 3t squared in the front. Let's see, the minus 6t combined with the 5t to give me opposite of t. 3 minus 5 is a negative 2. Plus 2 is going to cancel out. So this is my final answer.